Shalom, everyone. This is Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda ben Shomer, and welcome to the Daily Drash. Today's Daily Drash is taken from Numbers, chapter 5, verse 7, and I'm going to be reading from the Living Bible paraphrase. This passage is in regards to repayment to somebody whom you have cheated or stolen from. And it reads like this: He must confess his sin and make full repayment for what he has stolen, adding 20% and returning it to the person he took it from. You know, a lot of times in this day and age, we think that an apology is all that needs to be said. That an apology is an acceptable way to right a wrong, to correct a faux pas, to make things right. But that's not biblical. That's not according to the Torah. Why? Because talk is cheap. Words are cheap. Actions speak louder than words. The majority of the time when somebody apologizes, it's not out of sincerity. It's because they were forced to apologize. They only apologize because they got caught, not because they are truly repentant and truly sorry for what they've done. So a lot of times an apology is forced and is not given of one's own free will. But let's take this example of theft into account. If you steal $1 from someone, it's not good enough just to say, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Oh man, sorry. Forgive me for taking your dollar," and be done with it. No, you've got to return that dollar. But according to the Torah, you not only have to return that dollar, but you have to add interest to it. You have to add 20%. You have to add 20 cents to that dollar. So for every dollar you steal, you give 20 cents along with it. You give $1.20 for every dollar you take or steal from a person. So it's not just acceptable to just say, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry," and let it go and act like nothing never happened and say, "Hey, man, are we good?" No, you have to give it back and go above and beyond just giving it back, but giving it back with interest. Um, at the workplace, if you steal somebody's yogurt, you got to replace it with 2 yogurts. You steal somebody's lunch, you should take them out to lunch twice to make up for, or at least take them out to lunch and get them a snack, right? To make up for what you did, because that shows true repentance. Doing your best to correct or right a wrong, or to make repayment or recompense for a theft or something of that nature, that truly shows that you're sorry. And you know what? If this was instituted and if this was enforced throughout society, theft would be at an all-time low. Because not only you have to give back what you've stolen, but you have to give back 20% on top of that. Man, that would take care of a lot of theft right there. It'd make people think twice before taking something that is not someone else's. I remember an instance when my daughter accidentally hurt another girl. They were playing around, and the little girl was just kind of like pointing her finger in my daughter's face. And this is like when she was in kindergarten, right? And my daughter acted like she was like an animal and was like "Arr, arr," and it was acting like she was gonna bite the other girl. Well, she accidentally bit the other girl. And so when the teacher told me about it, I set my daughter down and I said, "Okay, well, what do you think needs to be done to make this right?" And I said, "Did you apologize to the little girl?" She goes, "Yeah." "Did you give the little girl a hug and tell her that you're sorry?" "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's great. That's really good." I said, "But we're Jews. We're required to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to show somebody that we're truly sorry. What do you think that we should do to make sure this girl knows that you're sorry and that you want to make up for what you did?" And she thought about it. She's like, "Well, I could give her a Band-Aid to make her boo-boo feel better." I'm like, "Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Anything else?" "Well, maybe I'll give her a little piece of candy because I always feel better when I get a piece of candy." Excellent. So the next day, she gave the little girl a Band-Aid and a piece of candy, and made a little picture saying that she was sorry. And so that just taught my daughter that it's not good enough to say you're sorry. There's got to be something that must be done to prove that you're sorry. And so let's just take that to our example. Whenever we do someone wrong, whether it's on purpose or by accident, inadvertently, what have you, let's do our best not just to say we're sorry, but find ways to make it right, to make up for what we did, to truly show that we're repentant and that we love that other person. Hey, thanks for listening. Shalom, Shavua Tov. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to our social media accounts on Instagram at AD_International, on Facebook at Abraham's Descendants International, on Twitter at ADINT Ministries, and on Blogger at Ray Bash's Ramblings. And don't forget to check out and bookmark our website, abrahamsdescendants.com. Shalom.